Do you really think you not having a big social group is a life problem? Do you really think that you're not able to balance out your life? That you don't have hobbies or you are feeling stuck? It is literally a life problem? Do you really think that? Do you really think that if those people choose to, ignore you, choose to neglect you after all the love, all the care, all the things that you did for them, still they choose to, disown you? Do you really think that's a life problem? I'm sorry to aware you about this, but it's not. It's really not. People who are literally lying in hospitals because they are paralyzed, children who are born with no like with limited organs, who literally have to wear an oxygen mask right when they're born and throughout their life, people who are literally born in slum areas with literally minimal to no facilities, those people still have the right to complain. But you sitting in your bedroom watching and scrolling Instagram and watching all those vlogs, random vlogs, you literally have no right. Like, what are you truly doing to improve your life? What are you doing in order to, to improve your condition? What are you doing to be unstuck? What efforts are you making in order to socialize? None. Yet you still have the audacity to complain. What if each day, instead of cribbing and crying whole day long, you chose to work out like 45 minutes a day? You would have saved so much time. You would have saved you so much time because you would have saved yourself from so much drama, from so much pain, from so much chaos, and from so much misery. But still, you chose comfort. You chose the painful comfort of staying in your bed than to work out. You know that if you clear that certain competitive exam or if you get that degree, you're gonna get a stable job and your financial position will be improved. Yet, what efforts are you making to get that job? What efforts are you making in order to complete your degree? There are literally people in this world who are literally facing worst case scenarios. Yet, they still have so much confidence in their own self, in the universe, in the Almighty, that some way or the other they're gonna be protected and they're gonna come out to be a stronger and a wiser person, that they're not ready to lose hope, that they're not ready to accept that they are failing. And here you are questioning your existence because you are not able to attend that party, or just because those people chose to backstab you. Like, this is not a life problem. People have literally spent their whole life, they have been married for like 20, 25, 30 years, and then they found out that their partners were literally cheating on them, and still those people were able to survive. And over here you are crying about it, 2 years situationship, or maybe not even 2 years, 5 months situationship. I don't say that those things don't cause pain. It certainly cause pain, but those things cannot determine your whole life. Those things cannot affect your life as a whole. If they are affecting, it means there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with your mindset. There's something wrong with your lifestyle. You literally have nothing to do in life. Maybe that's why you have time to focus on these petty issues. It is fine to cry a bit. It is fine to, be sad about your situation. But then you cannot spend your whole life just, criticizing and crying over the same situation again and again. Because that's not how life works. That's not, the way things work out. For every situation that you are experiencing, just check online whether if you're experiencing an emotional breakdown, depression, or some kind of heartbreak, there are gonna be people in this world, not one, not two, but multiple in millions, who are experiencing more worse than you. So then stop trying to play this victim card, because there are people who are going through worse. And in majority of the cases, people who are wise enough, who are smart enough, they know that it is the reality of life, that ups and downs are going to happen. So those people, they think that, sometimes what happens is we feel like, what, the other person is living their best life, that they're getting everything that they want. But that's not true. It's just that they choose to not show you the bad side of their life, because they find, there's no sense to it. Like, there are hardships are gonna come, and I have to face it. So there's no reason to crib or cry over it. So maybe the fact that they are camouflaging their pain, or they are just accepting their own truth, is causing a discomfort in you. But I have to accept this or understand this fact that you cannot always compare and try to compete. Because if there are people who are above you, there are going to be people who are below you, and people who are literally ungrateful. Like, even if maybe you don't have the mansion, or maybe you don't have a big house, but maybe you have a good accommodation, maybe you have this little house that you own, or maybe you live in a good rented flat. So if you are not grateful for that rented flat, it's going to be a really long journey for you to get a house, for you to even own a property, because universe gets pissed off from people who are not grateful. Imagine that you have this friend of yours, you have two of your friends. One friend, like, you just put a small effort and they be like, oh my god, thank you so much, you're so nice, you're so sweet for even thinking of me. And then this other friend of yours whom you're continuously giving, and yet they still have the audacity to complain that, what, oh my god, I don't like this color, or I don't like the quality of it. So obviously a point will come that you will stop giving, or you will not be interested to give gifts to your second friend, because you feel that, what, they don't like it, or they're not grateful for it, so it doesn't matter if I give them or not. So the same applies for the universe as well. It is not that difficult to understand the working of this universe or the trajectory of our lives. We just need to, be wise enough and use our senses a bit. Okay, so I don't believe in all the myths and all those stuff, but I do believe that if God has given, or like if I am born in a certain religion, there is a purpose to it. They are they are like books, they are like documents, they are like sources which give us information about how to lead our life. And we as humans have failed to follow them. And maybe that's the reason why, people are literally crying, people are literally depressed despite of no discomfort. There was a time when literally there was no such thing as smartphones, where when communication was such a big task, yet still people were happy to some extent. And right now it's so hard to find people who are genuinely happy, or people who are genuinely good or doing good in life despite all the facilities that we have. Like, literally, we are living in an era that if we want to connect to someone who's literally living across the world, we still have the technology to communicate with them. And then there was a time when wars used to happen and there was no means of communication, still people were happy. So what's happening is that we as humans are being the ungrateful creatures. We are constantly, asking, and not being grateful for what we have. So I hope you like this video.